without further ado, Amanj, Sherwany.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't need to say my name, but at least I need to say my advisor, my ex-advisor next one. So we worked on this framework together, and it's like a programming language or a compiler framework where we try to build languages like that, just like pizza. So pizza is great. So, yeah. So how many of you have ever asked or wished this? Everybody, right? Well, in the case of Scala, you say, on this feature, maybe, right? Because Scala is brought it. But I mean, in other languages, we say, oh, Java with pattern matching would be awesome, maybe. So, in case you have ever asked, wished this, I think you are in the right place. So, everybody has his own perfect language. There's no perfect language, right? I mean, for me, a perfect language is like, we have general purpose languages like Scala, like Java. They all like something or have too many features, something like this. So if we add or remove some features that we dream of, we end up having our dream language, right? Scala without them, please, yay! So everybody, there are lots of people thinking about this, and there are lots of approaches to do it. Macros, you can extend the language with some features. Even aspects, for example, Spring is like using aspects heavily and extends the Java scalability somehow. You have extensible language frameworks. They are more, more serious frameworks, and there's like Just Add and Polyglot. There are. Have you ever heard about Extend, for example? Extend is a concurrency oriented programming language, and it's totally different from Java, but it's built on Java compiler somehow. So another way is accessible compilers, like in Scala, we can plug plugins into Scala compiler and add features to it, right? Yeah. So, but if you look at these, they all add features to the language. There is no way to remove features from some language. For example, Scala exists.
So useful
for this, okay? So, what if we want to do this? Well, fortunately, we have addressed this, and we have a framework that lets you add features to a language or remove features from a language. But this is a bit of lie, because we don't remove it, we just don't include it. But we will explain it later. So, traditional compilers, they are either like extensible compilers or non-extensible compilers. They are all built incrementally. There are like one core, there are some phase built on top of it, another phase, for example, type checking built on top of it. So everything depends on each other. There are lots of coupling between them. And if you have noticed me, I said some phase, right? Not some feature. Because one compilation phase is like the smallest component in a compiler that rarely you can break it down into smaller pieces. So the smallest unit in traditional compilers are really too big. We don't want this. Instead, if you look at this again, this is like the common architecture of a compiler. You feed some string, you parse it, you get some ASTs, you assign symbols to them, maybe. Then some main resolution is done. Then typing, they are all incremental, right? Everything depends on the phase before it, and they are all like one problem. So, but can we do better? Let's have, in a dream lab, it will be like we'll have like small components, like Lego pieces, and connect them together. We build one compilation phase for type checking, another one for name resolution, right? This will be perfect if you can do that. So that's where Sana comes It's a fully modular and accessible framework for building programming languages. Yeah, as I said, you can add features to the ready languages that it provides or remove features from them, as we show later. Unlike traditional compilers, our smallest components are not, our smallest units are not compilation phases, but instead some part of compilation phase. So we'll focus on the last point now. Let's say, if you look at this, we said we have parsing, name resolution, symbol assigning, and all this. So let's look at this. That's how Scala works. We have like some AST. You know what's AST, right? Like, everything in programming language is expressed in some kind of tree, right? One for, let's say, method definitions, one for variable definition, identifier, everything. So, in traditional, actually, I need a pointer or something. Okay, I don't have it.
Can you select the remote is the laser pointer?
Ah, okay.
The laser button.
Oh, cool. So if you look at naming, this is like a compilation phase, and in traditional compilers, we provide one naming as one unit for every possible AST. But in Scala, in C, we provide one simple component that does naming for all these lambda expressions, and that's it. It doesn't know anything else. Then another one, it does perform type checking for lambda expressions, and that's it, nothing else. So all the components are really, really focused. So we will have lots of a sea of components. You see, every X is like a component that performs something for one kind of AST. So now, if I just combine, cherry pick some of this and some of this and some of this and some here, I will end up having my own language which has like not all the features of the previous language, right, the base language, but some of the features of that. Of course, I need to be somehow careful that, for example, you cannot have a language with classes without identifiers, because this doesn't make any sense, right? Because you need some identifier to point to the class, for example. But as long as you are doing sensible things, then it should be really straightforward. So, do you have any questions on this? Because this is the core of my talk.
Is this the same idea as nanopads compilers?
Not really. In nanopads, you have like one phase, and this phase transforms the AST to another kind of AST. So that they are really, really small too. But the idea is a bit different, because a phase is like still one component and works on all the ASTs. So somehow it's different.
What is naming?
Naming is just, well, when you have like an identifier and you have just parsed this, when you have a program and it has an identifier, like a variable name, and this variable name doesn't know to which variable definition it belongs to, it points to, right? So naming does naming resolution for you. It tells you this identifier points to that, that definition.
Is it like a link the variable to its type?
Exactly, to its definition. So be it type, be it variable definition, or whatever.
So you say you have to be at least basically careful with this. Does the framework tell me if I'm not being careful, or do I have to be smart?
We haven't implemented this because this is really tricky, and we weren't funded for this. So, but it's always a good idea to have this, but it's not easy. So, yeah.
My question is, what is the purpose finally of that? Okay, you want to do your own language and compiler, what it brings? What is the gain of it?
Well,
what is the idea? I just want to understand what is useful for.
Well, let's say you have a company and you want to build a language, because every company. Yes,
Tailored
maybe.
techniques.
Yeah, there are two ways to go for it. Either you build your DSF from scratch and you have to do everything, or just build it on top of another ready language just with some modification that you get your own, right? And DSLs, there are lots of use cases for DSLs, right? So
what is the advantage? I just want to understand.
Sorry?
What is the gain? What is the gain of this?
you write less code. You will hopefully have less bug because you write less code. So, and at least your first prototype will
I'm
be.
not sure you're writing this code. Because I'm sure in Scala you can do your DSL with this code.
Well, but they are bound to what Scala provides, and you can never remove features from Scala, for example, right? You don't
Yes.
want your DSL to have everything.
If you build your DSL, for example, you can define a model, and from that model, you build the DSL. So all
Yeah,
the
but maybe your
context
DSL, you don't want to have
can
variables.
be used.
Maybe you don't want to have variables. Mutable variables in your DSL. But you cannot do that. You build
Just
it.
continue. It's just it's okay.
So let's show a small demo because it's easier. Okay? So yeah, but this thing we have. I'm not sure if we need this. Oh. So let's say we want to build a programming language. Yeah. But you can see it, right? Okay. Can you see what I'm typing?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good.
Super.
So, okay, I want to build a language to have multiplication and addition only. Okay, so it does this 1 plus 1 or 1 maybe 1. It's a very simple language, okay? And then I want to change my language, build another language without multiplication. So I will end up having this as a valid expression, this as non-valid expression. So just to clear things up, this is language 1, this is 2. Okay? So we will do something like this, and I want to show how easy it is. Okay? I know the language is really small and not challenging. You can do it in Scala without maybe this much of code, but you can apply the same logic with more complex languages. So, in order to build a multiplication, I need an AST node. Actually, in order to have some notion of integers, to express integers, I have an AST node, I call it intlit, and another AST node for addition, I call it addition, add, another one for multiplication. So I will have my ASTs, then I build type checker for integers, type checker for additions, type checker for multiplication. Then, just because it's nice to have it, I will have some predicators for multiplications, additions, and integers. Then I will implement the simple language and the bigger language. So for the ASTs, they are just normal case classes and trait and nothing special about them. Int lit or integer literal has some value in it. It's int basically. Just so we know what values it denotes. And for additions, it has 2 sides. Every addition node should have the left hand and the right hand side of it. So we'll have 2 expressions in the right and left hand side. Then the same thing for multiplications. I know we could have the same node, but I just wanted to have 2. So, because we have type checking, I also introduce types. I mean, they are still fairly straightforward. Some object for no type, another one for integer type, and one for error type and the codes of the error. So far so easy.
What's no type for?
Sorry again?
What is no type for?
Before type checking, everything has no type.
Oh,
Because it's not resolved. I'm not sure if we use it. Maybe we do. Yeah, we do it here. Actually. So, if you look at this, if this is my language, and I want to build a compiler, I mean, I've given this AST, and I want to build a compiler. When something goes wrong, it points me to the source. I mean, the source code tells me at this line, this column, you have this error. So if you look at these ASCs, they have zero information about the source code, right? You want to add it. One way to add it is just extend some field position, right? But then if I want to add something else, like symbols to it, okay, add symbols to it too. Then what about symbols have owners, maybe? Oh, add this too. So I have to like forecast everything that happens in the future and add them, right? So this is not good. One way is to cheat and pretend that you are type safe but not, and have some attribute which is like, I mean, from string to any. So I know it's ugly, but the interface is not. We will show you. So it's just like some really ugly stuff that nobody is supposed to see, except when you extend it. When you extend it using implicit class, something really like common in Scala. I hate implicit class still, but we use it. So for example, I want to add types to it. So I just have like some setter and getter that does this set attribute and get attribute. You know, so I can extend my classes myself. This is ugly. But I mean, if you want to do it in, this extensible or open classes, there were no better ways that we could think of, at least in Scala. Maybe in C# we could have used partial classes, I don't know. But, well, actually, partial classes wouldn't have worked because we could have like some source code which is already compiled and our source code is not compiled, then we cannot use partial classes too. So, do you have any questions on this ugliness of my framework? Yeah, I am not proud of this part, but I wanted to be like honest and short. Yeah. Okay. Good. Nobody had complained about this. Yeah. So far, nothing was like really special about my compiler. My framework. Everything was like just normal compiler frameworks. But now the interesting part comes, which is transformation components. These transformation components are the basic parts of every compilation phase. So instead of having one type checking phase, we have like one type checking component or one transformation component, which is a type checking component for, let's say, integer literal. Another one for addition. But before we get into this, have you ever thought about partial functions and pattern matching? Are they close to each other? I think yes, right? Partial functions, we have case-based things and we do actions. Let me show you. So if I have expression match case int lit do stuff one, then so this is a fairly simple pattern matching in Scala. Now, if I want to, I mean, if I've given this and I want to extend, I mean, I want to change the priority between, I mean, add, yeah, if I have like some class which extends, I mean, this is in another source code, maybe another library at all. Okay, so we don't have access to the previous one, let's say. So this is some third-party library. Let's say. So if I have something mature which extends, let's say at, okay, does more things, and I want to have priority for mature at over the add over there, and every time we have mature add, let's say, I mean, I want to add mature add here. We all agree that it's impossible to do with pattern matching, right? But if you use partial functions instead, so partial functions is like almost the same. If we have this instead, val, let's say case 1, this is one partial function, val case 2, another part. You see it's really similar, right? So now, if I say case 1 dot or else, case 2 dot or else, case 3, this is one implementation. Another implementation I can add here my own addition, val case 4, which is actually in this. Case 4 dot. Right? It's that way I can add my own, I mean, like inject my own priority, I mean, my own case, I mean. So we use this idea to implement our like component, I mean Lego like implementation. So yeah, I mean if you look at Scala's source code, for example, for the compiler, it's all like this. I mean every phase is one huge pattern matching. If this is the case, then do this for that. If this is the case, do this for that. So you can never break it down into pieces, right? But in our language, we in C use something similar to this. So you end up having lots of partial functions, and you just need to glue them up. You know.
Is there any advantage to do that versus using type classes or something?
Well, I mean, maybe not. I tried to implement this in Haskell.
Okay.
The type classes were okay for me. I did them with type classes, and it was good. But until I needed like some subtyping, so it wasn't the type classes that prevented me from doing it. It was the subtyping that I needed in my implementation that prevented me from implementing it in Haskell. So in theory, no, type classes does the same thing. But in Scala, the type classes that it provides is not as good as the type class that Haskell provides. That's why we didn't use type classes. I mean, Scala just pretends that they have type classes, but they don't.
Well, it works.
Huh?
It still works.
Well, I mean, it's wordy, it's heavy, so
Yeah, I give you that.
So, yeah. So, like I said, we use this idea when Yeah, all TVs were like that. Yeah. So, in order to implement a type checking, a type checking phase, again, I have nothing, just a simple trait, which implements this transformation component, which is basically a partial function with some more like utility functions. And it has one method that we use heavily. It's called typed. This type should know, or eventually will know, how to type check every expression and like returns a type check expression or some non-type checkable expression that's like unsound. So whenever we call type, we are guaranteed that it will succeed. Okay, so that it will be able to type check it. Either it produce some ill-typed expression or some well-typed expression. So to create the partial function for the integer return, we use some macro to transform this to like the apply and the is defined at meetup for us. So it's nothing, just some expansion, macro expansion. And yeah, for integer return we don't do anything. We just say every integer return has type integer. Yeah, so unexpected. Yeah. So we don't have problems here, right? So integer return was easy. Type checking for it was easy. But for addition, it's a bit more involved because we have like two sub-expressions of it and we have to type check them too. So as I said, the type method in the like extended trait has, it is guaranteed to be able to type check everything, right? So we rely on this guarantee and we just type check the left-hand side and right-hand side of an expression. And if they were both integers, then of course an addition for two integers results in an integer, right? So we just does this silly type checking, and if everything is like this, then integer, otherwise some error. Fairly straightforward, right? Except from the typed part that I will explain later. Again, this is a macro and it expands to a really long partial function definition. Yeah. So far we have only created two components, and for multiplication you can do the same. It's the same thing, except we just say instead of add here and here, we just say mul, because it's the same structure, right? So yeah, now we have like two components, and if you want to create a compilation unit or a compilation phase, out of these two components, or these three, let's say, pretend we had like multiplication too, then what we would do is we just extend some transformation family, which again has some helper functions for us. Yeah, actually, I'm not using the helper functions in transformation family, but I just inlined it here because I wanted to show. So what I do, first I have a list of all the components that I want to include. I just say my compilation phase includes a compilation phase for integer literals. I want to say that my type checking phase includes type checking for integer literals, a type checking for addition, and another type checking for multiplication. So I just list all the names that I have. Sorry, again, this is a macro, and the macros don't support anything else apart from string literals. I hate it, but we couldn't do it otherwise. I couldn't pass types to it. I know this is not type safe, but we are bound to start capabilities. Then this is like, if you look at the name of the type of component and int, which is the name of the ASCII and type of component, you see the like, I mean, they both share the type of component, right? This was intentional. I didn't tell you, sorry, because I just say, I mean, it's just like expand this, add this type of component to everything. I know, I could just write the longer name to them and be less lazy, but I was lazy, sorry. And I just, again, pass the name of the function that is like connecting everything together. That I mean, the function that I told you can like type check everything. I guarantee that type check everything. And how does this work? Actually, via this, I just connect everything using or else. I mean, all the components that are here, they say, I mean, using this like sequence, I mean, the same sequence, it just says, okay, the type checker for this, or else the type checker for that, or else the type checker for that. So if you want to add your own language with one less, let's say, feature, you just don't include this here, and you'll still have the same result. I mean, you'll have a language with one less feature. So, yeah, as I said, this is like a type checking for three like nodes, right? 3 types, 3 AS nodes. And if I want to have type checking for like only multiplication and addition, then I just say okay, don't include this, and I will have it. And actually, we can just ignore, I mean, just say, well, it wasn't the case, so we can't extend objects, but still, I mean, you understand how not so difficult it is to remove like features from it, right? We just don't include them, as I said. It's not like we remove them. No, we just don't include them. We have lots of Lego pieces, and we just connect the ones that we are interested in. So, do you get this? Yeah.
The generate component, is it a function that you wrote, or?
It's a macro game. Generate component is a macro. It just generates all this. I mean, expands this. Why we use macros? Because I mean, macro is run before type checking, so we can somehow type check it. You know, it complains if, for example, a combination of add and type checker didn't exist. I mean, the type of component didn't exist. So that's why we use this.
Could you have passed a list as the first?
Well, macros don't. I mean, we cannot expand lists, so that's why we couldn't do that. I wanted to pass arrays because it's a bit better than strings, but again, because arrays are, I mean, not literal. I mean, well, they are somehow literal in Scala, but not during compilation time, so that's why they could. I couldn't use arrays. So, questions? Well, because this was like the hardest part. If no questions here, I'm happy. I'm almost on that. Well, yeah. I mean, after this, it's fairly easy to. I mean, now I have the type of components. You can see how easy it is to implement printer because we all have almost the same structure, but instead of this, we just have a two-string call. I mean, a print line two-string call, right? I mean, depending on your printing thing. For me, printing is so yeah. For addition, we can have the same. I just didn't. I mean, exclude this because they are just repetition for what we have on here. yeah, we can have the same family for both languages, the smaller and the bigger language. I think this is not so difficult, right? So now how can we create a compiler? Again, it's really simple. We just say an expression language, Excel's language module, which is like a module we provide, and it just creates the compiler for you. I mean, provides the compilation things, but you have to just implement the compile method. And it's just like saying, type and family, type the method that, I mean, the magic method that we talked about. Compose, this join is just like compose with some extra functionalities, with like the printer, let's say with pprint. So you can list all your compilation phases like this, and the entry point for every compilation phase, and you have your compiler. I know this might like look really too much work to do, but believe me, this is easier than implementing it from scratch. You know, well, not for this language, but for real languages it is, and I show you why. Just before we continue, if I want to, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really small. I just want to show you that, I mean, when writing it, it's really easy to write, but when running compiling something on it, it's a bit heavy on the CPU. For example, for a simple like addition, adding 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3, it needs all these like going and coming from different components to the compilation phase until it can type check. So don't expect it to be too performant. Actually, it is not too performant. It's not terrible, but it's good. Yeah, use this for prototyping, don't use this for production unless you write Scala compiler. Because believe me, I wrote the full Java compiler and it was faster than Scala's compiler. Yeah. But it's not difficult to beat Scala compiler's performance. Everybody can do that. So yeah, if you look at Scala, the framework, it provides like some core language, which we call it planning, and it provides only the infrastructure and shapes the compiler, but it doesn't provide anything special. Then we have like some macros like these general components and these just are there for eliminating boilerplate. They don't do any magic. Again, we have like a single table based compiler skeleton with some basic ASTs. For example, every AST should extend 3, surprisingly. Then some base type and some error handling and like error reporting and debugging facilities. So the core of the framework is really small. I think it's not about around 700 lines, something like this. So it's nothing big. But yeah, I think I disappoint some of you today because we didn't use too much mana. Sorry. Yeah, but we use structural functions and function compositions. I think this is good, right? And yeah, macros implicit. Sorry again. Yeah, I'm a bad guy. I'm using this. Yeah. So yeah, I noticed it's about functional programming too. That's why I included the monad. But believe me, it was only option like, or this is nothing too. Too deep. So to evaluate our code, I created a full Java compiler, like version 1, which is almost like version 8 with some minor changes. Yeah, Java never grows, right? So yeah, because Java is big and we didn't want to implement the whole Java at once because it defeats our purpose, we first implemented I told you that the tiny is like 700 lines, right? So yeah, For the compiler, we first implemented some calculator part of Java, which is like the plus, the minus, I mean the binary operations, the unary operations, and booleans, logic operations, integers, I mean these primitives. So yeah, and this was like 939 lines of code, so it was big, but it had all the things that we needed for this, for example. I mean, for this part of the Java, for example, type checking, we didn't need name resolution for it because there were no name in it, right? We didn't have variables, so why we should have name resolution? But we had something else, for example. I think I exclude the parser here, but it had like some, yeah, it had some phases, for example, called generation and those, yeah. That's why it's a bit weak. Then we implemented the primitive part of Java. So far, so good. For example, the function, I mean, methods, but they were not methods because they were not inside classes, but they were just like functions in other languages. So we can call them functions because we didn't have, I mean, all the static functions outside the classes, so whatever you call them. With like methods and I think like control structures like if, else, and those, and we here needed to implement name resolution, right? So we need 2,000 lines of code. So we like this and everything. I mean, I added like new features to it incrementally. Yeah, one of them is broken jail because Java breaks here, which adds break. Yeah, this was a mistake. I mean, break and continue. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, for example, here we have functions, but we don't have function. I mean, methods, right? But here we have methods, but we don't have functions. So one way is to just rewrite another method component and do everything. Another way was just to reuse what we already have and add things to it. And that's of course what we did. I mean, we just reused what we have here and add some constraints to them, and bingo, we went. Yeah. And sometimes I think in robust J when we add try catch, we needed to again modify the functions because we changed the signature of the functions now with potential like throws clause, right? So here we had arrays, but if you look at this, I mean, this is built on top of broken J, which has no object orientation. And if you know in Java, arrays extend object. But this array didn't extend object because it was a completely different language now. It's not a Java array, right? But here in ARROOJ, which is Aruj, yeah, we just combine these two phases together and eliminate some parts from ArrayJ and add some parts. I mean, because now our arrays need to like extend Java objects. So we use this feature removing like facility at least here. So at least it was useful for us when we built Java compiler. And the overall compiler was like 19K lines of code. I think it's not terrible for something that, I mean, because we rebuilt, we like eliminated too many features. You know, we were building it then because we changed the language then, and we wanted it to be accessible. I think the lines of code is resolvable. So now we have like many components here for type checking, for name resolution, for code generation, and like etc. We wanted to build other languages on top of it, right? To prove that we do something like useful, and we picked an obscure language called Oberon 0. It's like Pascal, but a limited Pascal, and and we picked the most basic part of it because we only wanted to evaluate that nobody is interested in writing code in Oberon anyways. Yeah. Well, I wrote one program which did nothing exactly. Yeah. So Oberon is completely different from Java. Let's see in Java arrays don't have, the array type doesn't have a size, right? When you define a method that takes an array, it doesn't specify what should be the size of it. In Oberon, no, we have sizes. So this is one difference. Another difference, type aliasing doesn't exist in Java. It is in Oberon. Type inference, of course, Java lacks it, except for some cases in generics. In Oberon, we have it only for constant variables, so important. Yeah. Then we have some structural subtyping in Oberon. We have like nominal subtyping in Java. We say what we are extending in Java, right? So in Oberon, we don't have any object-like superclass of everything. In Java, we do. Methods in Java can be overloaded. In Oberon cannot be. So if you look at it, it's really, really different. And I still could implement the whole thing in only around 1,000 lines of code. So I just had to make the changes, right? I didn't need to re-implement everything in order to implement the Oberon 0. Actually, this was like a challenge that was made, I think, in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. Back then, I was doing my bachelor, so I wasn't in the challenge. And the results. I did my. Did my work in 2016, so this is like 10 years after, but I still could beat them. Everybody who was like building this Oberon 0 using their own frameworks, after 10 years I beat them. Yeah. So, another thing, she talked about it like 2 months ago, I think, right?
The previous Scala meetup tool.
Yeah, time flies. So it's like a DCCT language. It's a dynamic, and it stands for distributed cloud data-centric cloud types, right?
Yes.
So she wrote it, not me. And she had, it was like a joint work, but she had to learn the framework, and she could learn the framework in less than a month, I think, right? And started using it. So again, this is a different language. It has dictionaries like Python, but not arrays. It has records with constructors. I don't know what this is. It's like struct with constructors, but not classes. Yeah, but it's not class. It's something in between.
You don't have inheritance.
Yeah, they don't have it, well, because it's not class. They don't have inheritance. Then the primitives are different than what we have in Java. So again, the language is different. And I think the type checker is done, and most of the parts are done, but it's still, the language is not finished. But what is there is like still under 1,000 lines of code. But still, it was a completely different language. And yeah. So we are doing well when it comes to lines of code. Let's see how we are doing when it comes to performance. Not so good. Well, not so terrible too. So I compiled the Java 1 library, which is like 14,000 lines of code with my machine. You saw how terrible it was, like several minutes ago it didn't start. So yeah, this is the progress of it. And yeah, I used 211 Scala with JVM 1.8. I run like the compiler on this library for 5 times, and I record the average, which was like 16 seconds to compile the whole library and generate the bytecode, of course. But unfortunately maybe, Java's compiler can do it in 2.5 seconds. I'm ashamed, but not too much, because when Scala compiles my source code, which is 25,000 lines of code, it would have taken like, it was taking like 1 minute or something like this sometimes, with SBT overhead. So I am doing terrible when it comes to performance, but not as bad as SBT. So, but I mean, after all, our compiler wasn't optimized at all. We didn't aim for performance, we aimed for accessibility. I think it's not terrible. I'm not too unhappy about the difference. So, if you are interested, the source code is available here in my GitHub account. And yeah.
Like you're